Okay, so I think how do I combine this?
The little stones make.
No. When I click X there. Anyone does that. I locked onto the other one apparently. Walked too far forward. There it is.
Constable. The little stones make.
I see trigger. Okay.
All right.
Ow! 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 Ah! Hey, Zola, what in blazes was that?
I don't know.
What?
What happened
Something
there,
hit me.
Constable?
You mean someone shot at you?
Yeah, didn't you notice anything?
I was riveted by the fantastic view. We Swiss aren't used to seeing the horizon like this.
And my bottle's broken. Oh, I don't believe this.
So that's how you break the bottle. Okay.
Could you...
I'm sorry. Let's see how long he can.
So you already had the food, so I can now get into the cargo. Now we've made progress. Ah, yeah, those were earlier.
Nervous?
Now we're going to talk to the
I would be
captured
too
person down here. Who are you?
My name is Adil. And you are?
Constable Zellner. Why did you sneak onto the ship, Adil?
I wanted to go back home.
Are you
You're
from
Egyptian?
Egypt?
There's no work for me in Italy. I want to see my family again.
And since you don't have money, you stowed away.
So what if I did?
So, it was you who knocked me out.
Me? Never.
No?
Who attacked
Where
you
were
behind
when
them?
I was attacked.
Well, I couldn't take anything with me on this trip, so I snuck into the kitchen and took some canned goods.
Interesting. And how do you know when I was attacked?
Well, I thought it was yesterday, shortly before we set sail.
I take this bump personally. What were
Murderer?
you searching for on deck last night?
I was hiding the whole evening. I wanted to go out and get some fresh air, see the stars. But then suddenly, they were looking for me.
Were you in one of the cabins?
No!
Did you see anyone on the deck or on the roof?
No!
And after we arrested you?
The English policeman put me in this cell. Then he left. I've been here ever since.
And you didn't notice anything along the way?
No, nothing.
What about
Shots?
the gunshot? Didn't you hear it?
Yes, the English policeman had already arrested me. We heard a bang and looked around.
Yeah, we saw him on the top of the
And
deck
then?
with the policeman already.
Then,
That's legit,
the
that
Bobby
part.
was in a hurry to get rid of me. He almost pushed me down the stairs and locked me in here. He left, and then a short time later, the alarm went off.
Constable Oliver wasn't with you anymore when the alarm went off?
No, I was scared that the ship would sink with me sitting here like a rat in a trap.
It's hard for me to believe a single word of your story.
Because I'm a foreigner?
Because you seem to have learned our language in the space of a day. Accent-free.
Believe what you want.
Who paid you to distract us?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I didn't want to distract anyone.
Oh, you want to stay discreet
I
then?
just want to go home.
You're a liar. And a bad one at that.
But sir, I'm telling the truth.
And I'm the Raven. Inspector Legrand will deal with you. He's lying like a cheap rug. But he probably doesn't know anything about the murder. Very disappointing. So I have to keep searching. Whoever fired the shot hit the crate.
Ah.
A cargo hold, at least for the ones.
Now we're gonna place covers up, maybe. Oh. Are they all closed?
A stroke of luck.
It's a toolbox. Yes.
And here, an old toolbox. That's been.
Let's see if we can find any then. Will it give us a wire and stuff we need?
A good sling and.
Is that wire? Yeah, wire and screwdriver. Yeah, use a screwdriver to get a bullet out, I'm guessing.
Well, I think the bullet is still in the wood. I'm not a weapons specialist, but at first sight I'd say that this bullet looks exactly the same as the one Dr. Gebhardt gave me for Legrand. That would mean that the murderer also fired a shot here in the cargo.
Oh, the one that tried to take us out.
Murder. But why? Did they just want to make sure the old guns still worked? Or was it something else? I can only check that in the...
What's over here? Is it just you? Don't think there's anything else here, so we'll go upstairs now then. We can finally get to Lagar's room. All that time, finally get into it. Made progress.
That takes the bit.
I noticed that the door was unguarded. I just wanted to make sure that everything was all right.
Tell it to Legrand. He's expressly forbidden anyone.
Legrand already knows and gave his approval.
Really?
Don't act like Legrand can't manage all this alone.
Only until the end of the...
All right, let's go to Legrand and tell him what happened. You fell asleep and then you left.
Yeah, we get him in trouble for
unguarded.
snitching him in, guys. Yeah, it works.
Well,
No.
Of course not.
Now I can go. We're literally like breaking all the rules here just to solve this murder. We literally attacked the police officer. So, now we can get into this room. Because all this time we needed wire.
The lock isn't as...
Okay, how do we move this? Are we moving it? How are we moving it? Okay. How do I unlock this? Ah, oh, I press a circle. It's like, am I doing this right?
I'm out of prep.
Oh, I'm out of practice though. Okay, I didn't do it right. Let's try this again then.
The luck isn't especially...
I haven't done a lot of picking this game for. Nah, don't for a circle. Come on, Jordy. It must be easy to lockpick this.
I'm out of... The luck isn't as...
Okay, let's see how I get the line right. I need to line it in a certain angle. Ah, you can line it up. That's how you do it. So I need that a bit higher up. So this one needs to be higher. Oh, why that went down to the bottom? Why that one go down? Okay. That needs higher. This one needs to be higher then. The number 4 needs to be a bit higher. A bit higher for number 4 again. Number 3 needs to be higher. Ah, this is a... That might be the solution. A bit more up, I'm guessing. too high up, maybe? Oh, I get it. Maybe I got to line the line up. Yeah, I get it. Bit more up, I reckon. Bit more up. Okay. That needs to be brought down then. Number 3 needs to be a lower. Okay, yes. 4 needs to be way much lower than for that one. Okay, nearly there. 4's up by an inch. Bit lower again. Okay, now it's the last one. Finally, what that took me a while to work out, but got it.
There we go.
I didn't realise you could shape the pin. Examine the safe.
A lock. If I wanted to steal... If everything goes according to plan, the first time this monster is opened will be in the museum in Cairo. Fingers crossed.
The bedding? What's in the bed in there?
Neatly folded and unused. Legrand hasn't slept since we cast off, nor on the train.
Examine the desk, I'm guessing next.
Legrand must have
stuff in this
taken
place to
and
look into.
developed the photos himself. He even made copies and enlargements. He seems to be prepared for everything, with access to more resources than a normal detective. A micro... There's nothing on the... and therefore, nothing to see.
Let's explore everything in this room first. There's a lot in this room for you to find.
Legrand's file on the Raven. Our man is ruthless, a bomber, and quite probably a murderer. This file belongs in a museum. It's history. The inspector should concentrate on the present.
He's not even sure what he's looking
This is
at.
the pipe from the cargo hold. Legrand seems to have inspected it for fingerprints. I can still make out the powder. No. Nothing to see on the end of the pipe that the attacker held. Either he wore gloves, or he cleaned the pipe.
What's the sticky note say?
Aha!
The
That's
second
the
bullet.
bullet the doctor removed from the Baroness's corpse. There's nothing written on the bottle. I suppose it's some sort of stimulant, legal or not. Legrand has been awake for at least 30 hours.
Yeah, he's got to stay awake
straight,
somehow,
maybe
or he's
more.
everything he's taken.
I shudder to think what kind of side effects this stuff might have. A policeman on a murder investigation should have his wits about him. The risk that he could miss evidence or endanger himself and others is too high.
That's everything.
A master. Forensic teams use kits like these. It's a small lab used to conduct simple analysis on site.
It's literally a...
All right. What have we got here?
What do you want to analyse then?
Half
Examination
of the tools
brush?
in this box will be interesting for an archaeologist as well. Actually,
It's got a lot of stuff in this place.
archaeology are really quite...
What's in the picture?
Ah, this is some kind of inventory list. For each chemical, it lists the chemical composition and a short comment on how to use it. And here's a list of the most important procedures. Fingerprints,
Gunpowder residue, of course, and
gunshot
blood.
residue. Blood? I don't have to analyze the pillow and feathers to determine whether there's gunshot residue. I can smell it. And I don't have any other clues at the moment.
Read the manual.
What's this? Oh, how practical. A hermetically sealed
Oh, swab. We've now
swab
got.
for
We can actually
collecting
now go to bed
samples.
now. I'm gonna
I'll
get
take
a
it.
blood sample.
A small glass bowl for mixing chemicals. Fingerprints are overrated. Smart thieves wear gloves, or they make sure that there are too many fingerprints at the crime scene to check them all. I'm sure Legrand could work magic in this alchemist lab. Me, I'm just awestruck. For forensics in the woods or the open country, I suppose.
Not using
No
a
use
ship.
on a ship. Good Lord. Good Lord.
What do I want to do? And I can interact with that. We'll look at a second.
First, I have to put another alarm. It was tripped at some point, but there's no way to...
Oh yeah, we saw a lot of these.
Smells like chemicals. Legrand
picture of
probably
it, man.
developed the photos in here. There are still... Why is he... Legrand must have taken them yesterday at the crime scene.
Let's see, got a lot of pictures
A
here.
rough diagram of the ship. Legrand marked the Baroness's cabin. Seems like he didn't turn up anything else of note.
What's
Shot
this?
in her
The
sleep.
body of the
She didn't
Baroness?
feel a thing. She went to sleep and never woke up. Yes. The bed, the blood spot. The spot on the sheet is much bigger than the one on the mattress. There's blood on the blanket as well. A lot of blood, I'd say.
Oh god, that's a lot, yeah.
The blanket and... Yes, that's how we found her yesterday, I think. I wasn't really myself at the time. No.
Nothing suspicious in that
Nothing.
picture.
This photo provides an overview of the crime scene.
Nothing else to look into. Let's look at the blood splat we found then.
I can't put the pillowcase under the microscope, but I don't need to. The burn marks are visible to the naked eye.
Oh, I know
Little
what's
of the
what we need
tones.
to do. Are there any gun checks we could do? Nothing else to check there.
All right, what have we got here?
What? I need to think I've got my inventory that will work in this situation.
The booklet will be useful once I have something to add. The booklet
Oh,
will be
okay,
useful
I see,
once I
yeah.
have something.
So now let's get the swab of the blood then. Can I get on the bullets?
Okay.
A lot of stuff to do in this game.
I need the second.
Oh, okay, alright. No, I'm not looking there. Misclick. No, I know. I need a second bullet.
All right.
Let's do a comparison then with the bullets. What do we find? Line it up. Okay. Ah, we've got to match it up perfectly, I see it now. There's also grooves to match it with. Not the perfect picture yet. Nope. That could be it. I ain't got the grooves either. Nope. I will get the perfect picture in a second. So, I see we had to line it up. No, that's not it. It has to be this part here. No, it's not perfect enough. Nope. Come on, where is the hit line I need? That goes down there, I think.
That's the proof.
Oh wait, we had
Whoever
lined up.
shot
You have to
the
click X. I thought, wait,
Baroness
did it not
also
trigger
fired the
automatically?
shot
No,
in
you have
the
to click X when you got line up.
What could that mean?
So the person that attacked us in the cargo area is the same person that killed the the lady upstairs, Baroness.
I'm sure that
Now we're gonna go upstairs to get a swab quickly. Oh, I thought we were gonna get caught there a second. Baroness's room. We have last bit of collection to do. We can finally get the swab we require. Cotton swab.
I always wanted to do that. That should be enough.
Okay. Now we go back down because I think we've done all the investigation we can currently. We're trying to be a scientist here with our experimental, where we're just normal police detective or police inspector. This is a interesting way to play this game. What are we doing? We need to go back over here. Now we're back into the toolkit. Okay, we need to get on here, don't we?
Good lord, which of these chemicals are for analyzing blood? The cotton peel.
And I got the manual.
Wasn't there something about fingerprints? You have to mix luminol and a hydrogen peroxide. The solution turns blue. Okay then. Aha. Aha. Luminol.
Okay, here we go.
So, let's see what we have here. No blood. Not the slightest reaction. If I didn't make a mistake, and it wasn't that difficult, then the spot on the Baroness's bed isn't really blood.
What is it
But
then?
if it isn't blood, what is it? And more importantly, why didn't Dr. Gebhardt notice anything? He was supposed to have examined everything.
It's very suspicious, this doctor is away.
I'd say it's time to visit the medical center.
Some sort of drug, maybe? We got picked.
It seems, but he must have. Let's find it.
Here we go. Lock picking again. Oh, we didn't have to lock pick this time. I was like, oh, do I have to do another lock picking? Lock picking took me ages last time. You saw me guys try and attempt lock picking. That was not fun.
It's probably for emergencies, and possibly due to rough seas, or maybe the captain's well-stocked bar. The sink looks like it's been cleaned recently. I can't say whether it was cleaned to comply with the hygiene regulations, or whether there was another reason.
Let's have a look over here.
Interesting.
Second tape, potentially.
A tape on a reel.
Oh, that's what it was
The
then. I know
reel
one where
belongs
it's had
to a
tape
much
reel in. I
better
just know which one
player.
had it.
Like the one from the Baroness's cabin. I can't be certain that this is the reel that was missing from the Baroness's cabin, but it seems quite likely. A tape. Maybe the player. Okay. There.
Well, I don't know how these work, so probably I'm letting games play how it goes there.
Very interesting. A shot is audible on the tape, and the reel comes from the Baroness's cabin. It's all coming into focus. I guess the trash... Right. Paper towels, plastic packaging, cartons
and...
Hold on.
Drugs? Blood.
What's this? A burst rubber glove. It's knotted, and there's a red liquid all over the inside that looks like blood. I bet good money that it's the same fake blood I found in the Baroness's cabin. Dr. Gebhardt will have trouble explaining how rubber gloves, first the fake blood he missed in the Baroness's cabin, and now this.
Doesn't look good for you,
It
Doctor.
doesn't look good for you, Doctor. I should report.
Anything else in this room?
Time to pay Legrand.
We've been captured, guys! Oh no!
Don't.
Oh, we've been drugged. Hotspot highlight used 1. Advanced Doctor. Detective, sorry. Amateur detective. Oh my god. What happened to us?
Why couldn't you just leave it be? Let me go. Why are you doing this to me? You and the Baroness. Dr. Gebhardt, I don't know.
We caught a good doctor. I thought he was a good guy.
Forcing me to do? You don't have to. It is almost over. You won't feel a thing.
Oh no.
I have to distract him. But it's your fault. Yours alone. Keep talking.
Why are you doing this to us, Doctor? I thought you were a good person.
Why?
Why? Why?
Why did the Baroness have to snoop around?
Oh, so we snipped around like Baroness
Why
did.
did you have to snoop around? And that glove there. You want to plant evidence on me, yeah? I left no evidence. There is no trail. And yet you can't just leave me in peace, can you?
Where is the... Okay, now let's talk to Dot so we know that we're not too obvious.
Mr. Turner, what are you doing back there?
Ah, we didn't take scissors. I misordered it. Guess we start again. I almost did it. I think I should have scissors first though.
You have to see all this. I should have used more chloroform. Why did it? What? And that? I had it in my. You were supposed to be asleep.
I'm not a monster, you know.
I have nothing against you. Nothing at all.
Really weird and trippy look in the background. What's your next plan?
Heart failure happens a lot at your age.
Oh, they're gonna make it cause cause a heart attack.
I am still considering whether I should throw you overboard. Don't leave evidence.
No evidence at all.
My plan was perfect.
We ruined everything from his normal. You meddling kids! Ah, I see.
Take it easy, Mr. Zellner. You will only... Shall we begin? It's almost over.
There we are. We stabbed Doctor right in the neck. We got ya.
Are you okay?
The murder, guys. I knew it would be a doctor or the Doctor or the Baroness. I just didn't realise it was first. It was that obvious from the start. It would be a doctor.
Thanks.
Oh.
A wet towel works miracles. I told you so.
Out with it then. What were you doing down there?
Inspector, at least let the constable recover his breath.
He almost killed himself.
Me? No. Dr. Gebhardt would have taken care of that for me. Where is he?
Gebhardt is vanished without a trace. We're searching the ship from top to bottom.
One at a time.
Tell me, Zerona, what did you find out?
What did you find out?
Dr. Gebhardt killed Baroness von Trebitz.
Impossible.
Do you have
Yes, he
proof?
did.
Besides the fact that he wanted to kill me?
But wasn't the doctor with you when the shot was fired?
The gunshot was just a distraction. It wasn't the shot that killed the Baroness.
But how?
The shot that we heard was a recording. The Baroness had a tape recorder and good speakers in her cabin.
So we
Good
got
enough
this
to make the
first
noise
proof.
audible on the upper
Inspector?
deck.
Is that just your suspicion? Or do you have proof?
Audio tape from... Come on, audio tape from the facility.
An audio tape in the medical center. The reel belongs to the tape player in the Baroness's cabin. And there's a sibling reel in her cabin that belongs to the recorder in the medical center. He recorded it in the cargo hold. His tape recorder has a microphone, and I removed a bullet from one of the boxes down there.
And it came from the murder weapon?
All right.
Inspector Legrand.
Let's pretend you're onto something. The shot we heard was just a recording.
What happened
What
next
happened
then?
next?
We all ran to the Baroness's cabin. She lay comatose in a pool of blood. Dr. Gebhardt pushed past you so that you couldn't get too close to the Baroness. He examined her and pronounced her dead.
We
There
believed
was no
Doctor
reason
because
for
he
us
thought it's a
to
good
doubt
guy.
him. The shot, the blood, the Baroness lying there lifelessly. But she was only unconscious. Knocked out by the chloral hydrate that the doctor had poured into her glass shortly before.
The doctor had a glass in his hand when you came in.
He wanted to remove the evidence, but you gave me the glass instead, Captain DeConti, and unintentionally
Oh,
knocked
so it
me
was an
out
accident,
as
got
well.
knocked out.
Nonsense. There was blood everywhere. And the Baroness is certainly dead enough, isn't she?
Then who did shoot her? And when?
She wasn't shot, she was poisoned.
As I already said, it was Dr. Gebhardt. He had the sleeping Baroness brought to the medical center, where he had all the time in the world to shoot her.
A fine theory, but unfortunately incorrect. I examined the Baroness before she was taken away. She had a bullet wound in her chest.
Besides which, she was already cold when we brought her to the medical center.
All the same, it's worth considering the possibility. The doctor was alone in the cabin for a while. When the alarm went off, it was deafening. I couldn't even hear myself.
And I found a pillow with burn marks. Could have been used to muffle a gunshot.
And the blood?
The blood wasn't real. Dr.
was fake
Gebhardt
blood.
mixed up a liquid that looked like fresh blood to the casual observer, but the liquid remained red instead of becoming darker and browner from exposure to the air. That meant he had to clean the body and get rid of the bedding.
But the blood was already there when we first entered the cabin.
Dr. Gebhardt was in the Baroness's cabin before the murder. He hid a surgical glove full of the red liquid under her sheet. The Baroness, dead tired, fell
He was a clever
onto her
doctor who could
bed.
get away with it if we
The
weren't
glove
too
burst,
missing
and
to it.
the blood spread across the bed. I found the burst glove in the medical center.
But why did he do it? What was his motive?
Inspector?
I can only speculate.
I can only speculate. The Baroness spent the day rummaging through her old family photos.
No, no, no.
Do you have anything to contribute, Constable?
Confession, sir. Dr. Gebhardt was the Raven. It's all here. He admits to everything.
What does it say?
It says, "Do you still remember, my dear Nico? The streets were wet with rain and the scent of roasted barley and fermenting yeast wafted."
Oh, so the
across
Raven was in our midst of us all the
Dark
time.
until your shot struck down the innocent one. After that silence, not a single sound except for my soft steps fading on the wet cobblestone street. They made a hero of you, and I, at last, found peace. At least until the urge returned. Some of us are not made for retirement.
Oh,
my
so
friend.
the killing
I
began
thought
again,
they would
potentially.
assign this case to you, and that thought pleased me. We'd finally find out who was truly the better man. And it pains me now to have to admit that you and your little gumshoe got the better of me. You drove me into a corner. forced me to make mistakes. I congratulate you on your triumph, but no one will confine the Raven to a cage. There is but one way out, and that is by my own hand. Farewell, Raven Hunter R.
Inspector Legrand.
So we found the Raven potentially. Unless he lied about being a Raven.
Inspector?
I was right. I told them all, over and over again. But no one would listen.
He was obsessed with it and finally found the truth.
You think that Dr. Gebhardt was really the Raven?
The things Gebhardt describes in his letter aren't part of any police report. Only someone who was there would know them.
Couldn't there have been others involved? One of the police, for
Leaked
instance.
information out,
What if one
potentially.
of them changed sides?
Why is it so hard for you to accept the simple truth? There was never a new Raven. There was only ever the old one. And that was Dr. Gebhardt.
The modus operandi doesn't match. The Raven was not a killer.
Legends are rarely what they seem to be, Constable Zellner.
Then
dead
who
man?
was the man who was killed back then?
William Jackson, a petty thief, committed some burglaries together with his brother. Talented, but not world.
Oh, so it was a well-known
you
thief, but not
thought he
well-known
was
enough
the
to be
Raven.
Raven.
Some people thought it was part of his disguise. If you're a debonair master thief, what better disguise than pretending to be a common crook? From time to time you let them catch you pulling small jobs, and no one ever imagines you're capable of a major heist.
But you didn't believe it.
I had my doubts, but everyone congratulated me, and those doubts were pushed aside. It was like being caught in a storm, but eventually the storm passed and my doubts were still there.
But not this time? No doubts telling you that Gebhardt isn't our man?
It must be him.
What about
letter?
the handwriting, the wording? Does the farewell letter match the Raven's other letters?
Yes, it's his handwriting, his words. I've read all the Raven's letters, all of them, over
So
and
he is a
over
Raven
again.
expert, of course.
I never thought it was possible. A resurrected Raven.
The Raven was never dead. I shot the wrong man.
But that man had the stolen goods, didn't he? So he must have been in league with the Raven. One could hardly call him innocent. Where do we go from here?
We deliver the eye and then I'll contact Paris. A task force will compare all of Gephardt's known
Oh, so we're gonna
residences with the Raven's
Put
activity.
everything together
And
and
if
get
there are
the doctor
any
in and compare to Raven's
You're
past.
welcome to keep an eye on the safe if you can't let it go. The ship will remain in Cairo for 1 day. That's all the time you'll have to catch your own Raven. I already have mine.
So